Hello everyone, welcome to the episode of Let's Complete Enderal Forgotten Stories. In the last episode, we solved our murder mystery. We didn't really solve it. The quest just ended. I did look it up, and yeah, there's basically no ending to it. Like there is no other evidence. It's not that we did it wrong. Like it's just that's it. You know, you can either pick which one of them to put in jail, and they never actually get executed. They just stay in jail for the rest of the game, or he does. And yeah, that's it. Which is kind of underwhelming because we really didn't have any concrete evidence against either of them, so it was really just a guessing game, and there's no information on whether who actually did it. So yeah, it's kind of it feels like that quest was a little bit unfinished almost. But anyway, regardless of that, we are going to be moving back to the main quest for I don't know how long. Probably not too long, but we're going to do a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where we are in terms, like where we are in the main quest for the overall story, but I do know that we need to go back to Ark. So, we can go straight to the Sun Temple. Actually, that's way easier. Okay, so yeah, if you don't remember, where we left off with the main quest was we went to find Lashari, I think was her name. And she did like a taming ritual to like contain our arcane fever, although I don't know if it's really contained because like we still have the arcane fever, which is just a really annoying game mechanic. So it was kind of tamed, kind of not. I don't know.
Master Karis has been looking for you.
For me?
Karis? Why's that?
Oh, okay. Oh, not me. Oh, not me.
know.
Okay. Never mind. I just assumed she was talking to me. Oh, blacksmith apprentice. Interesting. Anything? How's our inventory looking? Okay, yeah, inventory's fine. Okay. So yeah, we did the whole ritual and everything, but there was like mercenaries and stuff in the dungeon that we also had to clear out, and they were after something. Who knows what? And yeah, so obviously we need to tell them about that and just go back to Constantine. I think that was his name, right?
Outlander,
the guy that Jesper brought us to before, but he should be. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, Constantine.
Now, if it isn't the prodigy, well.
Lashari performed the ritual on me. There were problems in old Rashengrad.
Yes, I know. She's already told me everything. Good work, even though part of her report seemed to be a bit enthusiastic. But I'll leave the judgment to Aranthiel. He wants to talk to you anyway. Seems you've caught his interest.
Just remind me, tell me again, who exactly is Aranthiel? I think he's like the big head honcho.
Didn't I tell you that already? He's the highly esteemed, holy Grand Master of the Order. Tilor Aranthiel, son of Lorius I, praised be his name. An old legend, risen from the dead, or something like that.
Okay. I didn't really ask for this, but I suppose we are a part of it, whether we like it or not, so fine. Where can I find him?
In the Emporium, the last building on the left side of the temple. Just tell the guard that Aranthiel has asked for you, and they will let you in. Ah yes, before I forget, my dame Lucy has left a token of gratitude for you. It's your choice. Do you want a book, an old map, or a bag of pennies?
Lucy. I love that this guy just can't remember anyone's name. Okay, so we can have 150 pennies, which is pathetic. A treasure map, which is probably also not going to be very valuable, but maybe more interesting. And a book, which gives us 2 learning points. See, I think the book would be best, because we just get more learning points. I need to buy a whole lot more skill books, by the way, but they're so expensive. But that's kind of boring, so that map looks good.
Very well, now get a move on. I'm sure we'll talk again later.
Okay. Oh, so we have a treasure map. Let's have a look at that. I assume it's in books. Yes, it is. There we go, treasure map. Okay. That's nice and ambiguous. So we've just got some writing, Ark, the temple at the top, and then it's like to the top right of the river, which I assume that is. So if we have a look at our real map, not the local map, we have, yeah, we're This is Ark. And I mean, this is the temple. So this is the river, right? So it should be like right here. I think we might have already found that, actually. But okay, so that might have been a waste. But yeah, it should be right around here, so we can go and check that out afterwards. But for now, let's go and see what Arenthiel wants. Probably to tell us that we're part of some big conspiracy or something, because this is a video game, of course it's going to be. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how long we're going to do the main quest for. Probably not too long. I do need to check like where we are in the main quest in terms of like what percentage of it we've done. Because I'm not sure, but I think we're currently still on like Act 1. Why is it telling us to go through this door when we could just go through the other door? Surely they both go to the same place, do they not? Yeah, there's a door right there. Why do we have to walk all the way around? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's a suspicion, Tila. And to send an entire division across the sea because of a suspicion is madness.
We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle? Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The threat is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Tila, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake
Walk
before,
blessed.
Tila, back then in Kira. And we
Natara,
all know
the mission will happen. I'm sorry.
you have a visitor.
Ooh. Okay, so that was a lot of new info. Something about a signet stone? So I guess that was what... Because, yeah, Lashari wouldn't tell us what they were doing at the ruin. So I guess it was the signet stone they were looking for, and the mercenaries were also after it. And also something about we can't stop the cycle. A cycle of what? I'm not sure, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. So, ooh, that was very much worth eavesdropping on. Anyway, hi. Let me just take a little pretty picture of you. Thank you so much.
So, you are the prodigy everyone is talking about. Interesting. I am Teolor Aranthiel, son of Lorius I and Grand Master of the Order, and I'm honored to meet you. What is your name?
Valia, you wanted to see me?
Yes, and I will come straight to the point. You are here because I believe that you are special. Humanity faces a threat that needs to be stopped, and to achieve this, you are indispensable.
What a shock. You're talking about the Red Madness, aren't you?
Among other things, yes. I do not need to explain to you that the present situation on Vin is chaotic. The wars, the living dead, common people who are losing their minds, to name only the most obvious. What most people are not aware of is the connection between these events. You, however, have encountered it, as have I.
The visions, so you know where they come from. And they mentioned that he and his Neremese friends were having visions, which is... His Neremese friends are like the Neremese mages, so that's Constantine and probably a few others, I think.
I do. And I will explain everything to you. What it means, who we are, and what your part in all of this is. Come, follow me. Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you probably do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, Narazul Aranthial. He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them.
Not
He
completely
found
wrong.
followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Narazul won. He killed every single survivor except for me, and locked me in a dungeon on Nerim. I still do not know why he spared me.
Probably because you're his father, just a thought, and he couldn't bring himself to kill you. I shot in the dark there, but just saying. So, yeah, I mean, he just has confirmed that the Lightborn has are dead, which so they're like the gods, and there's been this rumor going around that they're dead, and everyone's denying it, obviously. So, but they are dead. And this guy is the head of like their religious order. So, not only do they know that, and it was 2 years ago, but he's just outright telling me. So the Lightborn are really dead. If you, the Order of the Gods, acknowledge that fact, why do people not know about it?
Good question. Because at the moment stability is the highest good, even more so considering what we are facing. The rulers of Kira and Kile both made the mistake to acknowledge the death of the gods to their people, and the civil wars that followed in their countries are evidence of the chaos that such a revelation entails. Enderal is the cradle of the Order of the Gods, the epitome of theocracy. It is unthinkable what would happen if we confirmed these rumors. I am sure you understand this. Maybe when all this is over that will change, but for now it is imperative that we deny all rumors of that kind.
Yeah, that's fair enough. They would indeed lead to utter chaos, I imagine. If Naranthal was your son, why did he hate the gods so much? Shouldn't he have been, I don't know, devoted to them? I mean, maybe because, his father was such a serious devotee, and so therefore he felt pushed into it and resented it, perhaps. That's a tale as old as time, but just a thought.
There were circumstances favoring the development, but it's a long story, which we won't discuss now.
Damn. Well, I wanted to hear the tea, but okay. But you managed to free yourself.
Yes, after more than 30 years, when the death of the gods made the magic around the prison disappear. And during my escape in the northern mountains of Nerim, I also had them for the first time. The dreams.
Okay, you're not going to expand on the dreams? Where are we going now? We're just going for a little walkie and talkie? Okay. Yeah, I kind of like how they, make people actually walk and talk to you in
I always
this
saw
game.
the same glaring, terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning up from the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was completely exhausted, and I would have died if a former acolyte of my son had not found me.
An acolyte of your son? But weren't they your enemies then?
Yes, but he did not recognize me, and brought me to their headquarters instead, an old monastery in the mountains. The others were aware of my identity, but for whatever reason they did not kill me. Maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant. I do not know. Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first I doubted my sanity, but after some time I told the leader of the mages, Constantine, about them. And he said something that I'd never expected. I was not alone. He, as well as many others magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth.
This is a private conversation. Go away. Well, what's the truth? You can't just say that and not tell me.
They come from the same place. They are a shared memory.
Yeah, just walk right through the middle of our conversation. Don't mind us. A shared memory? You mean the dreams originate from a common mind?
A collective subconscious, yes. I know that you can feel it too, and probably far more intense than we do. But like you back then, we were not able to make sense of the images. So we went looking for answers in the remains of the civilization that was before us, the Pyreans.
Thus the excavations, like in old Rashengrad. What did you find out?
3 things. First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and which is still happening, indicates that this disappearance lies ahead of us. We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle is approaching its end.
More? I don't know why this part always takes so long, like when you want more dialogue. A pattern? You mean that the chronicles of each civilization are identical?
Not identical, but one can split them up into episodes which repeat themselves in the very same manner, into patterns.
Interesting. This was not what I was imagining when he said break the cycle. So this is your explanation for the Red Madness? The wars?
Yes, dramatically put, they're the envoys of the end.
Damn. Okay, I don't know, why do they do this when they have, like, sometimes extra dialogue on, like, a separate page? Almost, like, why can't you just put them here? I don't know. So, okay, so the world's ending. That's fantastic. I mean, this is a video game, so I kind of assume so, but, you mean the end of humanity lies ahead?
Yes, it does. At first we considered it absurd, as probably you do at this moment. But there came a moment when we simply could not deny it anymore. We began to study the history of the Pyreans more intensely, and the parallels were extraordinary. In its early days, the Pyrean Empire was split up by a disaster, just like Vin was split up by the Starfall after the reign of the Eterna. Also, the Pyreans had a ruling caste who declared themselves gods after the catastrophe. The two castes of the Sun Priest. They, too, ruled until they were overthrown. This overthrowing was followed by an outbreak of wars and chaos. And then, just like that, the Pyreans ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the Cleansing.
How in blazes could an entire civilization just disappear?
That is the question we need to find an answer to. The end was not violent, at least not in a sense as we know it. There was no natural disaster, no magical explosion, no plague. Even though there was war in the Pyrean Empire before its ruin, when the cleansing happened, it was as if all living beings simply fell down and died. It is ghastly.
The Pyreans knew about the threat. Why didn't they try to do something about it? I mean, they probably did. It just didn't work.
They tried, but they failed. Who knows why? Maybe they found out too late, or maybe they were too weak.
Okay, I mean, define weak? That's quite a big assumption. It kind of sounds like you think that you're not weak, but okay. And where do I come in? Where do these visions and my powers come from? I'm sure that we're going to be completely the center of attention here, and the key to somehow saving the cycle, but we'll see.
Well, this is the reason why we need your help. Not only episodes of history recur within every cycle, characters do as well.
Oh. Characters recur?
Yes, the Pyreans call them the emissaries. They emerge very shortly before the cleansing occurs, like a law of nature, an answer to the Red Madness. And I am one of them, as are you. While I take on the role of the ruler, you take on the role of the prophetess.
I'm supposed to be a prophet?
It's just a description. Call it what you will. But without doubt, it is the truth. Your story matches the descriptions perfectly.
Interesting. And I take it this is the reason the Neremese mages are here, isn't it? Firespark, Pegast, Sharim. I don't remember who Sharim is.
Yes. Former enemies or not, both sides have understood the magnitude of the threat. The magical knowledge of Narazul's former mages is vast, as is the power of the Holy Order. Even though not all of the Keepers agree, as you probably have already noted yourself.
What happened to Narazul then? Because he killed the Lightborn, he defeated Orenthiel's army, and then imprisoned Telor Orenthiel, who then escaped 30 years later, but like, what happened to him in between those years? Like, are we just supposed to assume that his son's dead? Did something else happen? Is he going to come up later? I don't know. And why me of all people? Yeah, why is it always me?
I do not know. Firespark the Mage has told me your story. And even though your fate is tragic, unlike me, you were insignificant before your change. So maybe everyone can become an emissary, or we simply have not understood the pattern yet.
What do you mean my face is tragic? I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, it sounds like you know my fate, and I would appreciate it if you would tell me that. Or are you just talking about my insignificant life? I don't know. If I play a role, does that mean that something is controlling me? Controlling us?
No. As I already said, the emissaries simply appear at the beginning of the end, like pieces on a chessboard. We are determined by our skills. How and to what end we use them is our choice.
Okay. And what defines this prophet?
On the one hand, your power. You carry the potential to master any skill within a fraction of the usual time needed. I assume you have already realized this. On the other hand, your ability to look into the past, and therefore into the future.
Ah, I see. So, because everything repeats itself, we can find out what's going to happen by looking at what has happened. Valia is really slow on the uptake. Into the past, and therefore into the future. What do you mean? I mean, I think it's very obvious what he means by that, and I just explained it, but Valia doesn't understand, apparently.
Your visions are a window into the past. And as every cycle is based on the same events, it is a window into the future as well. You can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can see things that have happened, and thus will happen again. This gift makes you indispensable to us, and it is why I want your help.
And I don't suppose I have any choice in that matter, do I? Why do you think that we can overcome this cycle in the first place, after hundreds of civilizations have failed?
That is the wrong question. The correct question is, what alternative do we have? To wait and die?
I mean, maybe enjoy whatever time we have left and try not to worry about it, because it could also be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And by trying to prevent it, you might actually cause it. So I feel like it's just like, enjoy the rest of your life. I don't know, just a thought, but hey. And if all this doesn't interest me?
Hollow words. Deep inside, you know your responsibility. Trust me, we are more alike than you believe.
Okay, well, yeah, looks like I'm gonna have... And I'm assuming he's not gonna pay me for this, so... Alright, if I can help, I will try to do so.
Good. However, there's one more thing before the actual work begins. I want you to join our order, and to do so, you have to pass a test. A trial.
Look, I'm not really... Yeah, see, I'm not really interested in joining your order. It seems a whole, it's just a little bit too, religious for me. Just not really my vibe. And also, you've just told me that the gods that your order serves are, in fact, dead. So, like, what does your order even stand for at this point? I don't know. Like, how does everyone else... Like, does the rest of the order know about this? Or is it only this guy that knows? Because I would not be happy if I dedicated my entire life to a god and then that god died. So that's interesting. Join your order? Is this really necessary? Yeah, like, can we not just skip the formalities?
It is. Whatever you think about our story, we are the only faction that is strong enough to oppose the cycle. If you want to be part of our mission, you need to have access to our knowledge and resources. There will be voices in the Order speaking against your admission, as they are speaking against the presence of the Neremese mages. Consider it an honor or a necessity. It is up to you.
I mean, can't you just give me access to your knowledge and resources? Like, you're in charge here. So can't you just say that I have free reign to do whatever I want without joining the Order? Because surely that would then be less heretical. You know, rather than making me join the Order when I've put, like, no time or effort into it. I'm just a advisor or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, what kind of test?
It is the trial the novices have to pass in order to be exalted to the role of a keeper. Only the best students of the Squalor are allowed admission, and even though you have not been a novice, I want you to take it too. At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way to the testing grounds. I have informed them about your arrival.
Who... Yeah, you've already informed them? Okay, this guy is very presumptuous. You've already informed them? How could you know that I'd agree?
I had a hunch. Let us leave it at that.
I mean, probably because he's also having these dreams, so it's probably foretold that I'd agree, but hey. Who are the 2 novices?
I have only a slight acquaintance with them. However, I know that they are both very talented and have been working hard toward the test. But see them for yourself.
Okay, you also didn't tell me what the test was, so... Because, see, the thing is, I'm, like, not at all magically gifted, pretty good with a sword, but if this is a magic test, like, I don't have any magic, so... I mean, other than, like, the crazy visions and stuff, but that's not something really controllable, so... you're not going to give me any more details? Okay. Very well. Where can I find them?
At the border to the Heartland, near the Whisper Wood. They will be waiting for you there. Take the Myret, talk to Signet Master Bartar, and hand him this package. And then follow his orders. Ah, one more thing. It might be self-evident, but keep your knowledge about the death of the Lightborn to yourself. I do not believe you can do any real harm, but in the worst case, path-abiding people will consider you a heretic. After the cycle has been stopped, we will deliberate upon how we deal with the matter. If and how we tell our people about it. But not now, that is for sure. Now, leave. The sooner we can dispense with this formality, the better.
Okay. That guy was just like floating in the floor or something. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should just skip the formality altogether. Surely that's better. Okay, these guys are just yapping to each other. Well, it looks like we do need to go and take this test, and hopefully we have time to do that in this episode. So, we need to go and take the Myrad to... Where exactly are we going? Ah, here we go. Okay, Myrad Tower at the border of the Heartland. And we go... Oh, we haven't really done the Whisperwood yet, have we? No, okay. So, yeah, we've done the... I was thinking of the Dark Valley that we've done. But, yeah, we're going to the Whisperwood. Okay, interesting. I think that was... Yeah, well, wasn't there some sort of, like, crazy war that went on in the Whisperwood? Maybe that's the war he was talking about. Let's go to the Myrat Tower. You know, the one between the Neremese and the Endralians.
Huh?
And that's
Can I help
maybe
you?
when and where the Lightborn died, and then it like went to Nerem. Maybe I'm not sure exactly, but I think the Whisperwood is supposed to be like all magically cursed. I think.
Walk blessed, my lady.
But I'm sure we'll find out.
Where to?
I need to go to the border of the Heartland. I probably should check my inventory to see if we had all the stuff we needed, but hopefully we do. I know that we haven't got too much stuff to sell, so hopefully we've got enough potions and stuff. But yeah, I have no idea what this test is going to be, and I'm hoping it doesn't require me to cast spells, because I don't really have any spells. I mean, we do actually have quite a lot of spells, but we don't have any magic, so... I don't know, but this guy, yeah, he should be right over here, and indeed he is. So, hello, sir. I'm here for... Oh, look, the other guys are here as well. I'm here for the trial. I'm not sure what it is.
Yes?
Grandmaster Arenthiel sent me. I'm supposed to take the trial to become a keeper.
Oh, yes. You're the prodigy. I was expecting something else. I hope you're aware of what you're getting yourself into.
I am not.
Our novices trained for years for this trial. And as much as I respect the Grand Master, I think this is naive. In other words, it will be dangerous. Be aware of that.
Could you, like, expand on that? Like, dangerous in what way? The way the Grand Master put it, I don't seem to have much of a choice if you want to keep living.
How selfless of you! But as you wish. Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first pathless in the history of the Order to a keeper. The others will scream for joy.
Yeah, you don't like me, I get it.
Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
Okay, prepare what? I don't know, but okay, we have Kalia Sakaresh here. Got a cool, oh, look at you, got a cool face tattoo and everything. Hi.
What? Oh, hello. You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy?
Yes, but call me Valia. Sounds less awkward.
It does, actually. I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path novice and aspirant to the first sigil. I have been told what you did in Old Rashengrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own. An astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that.
Okay, I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome from any of these guys, but okay. It wasn't much of a decision. These days I seem to get into trouble wherever I go.
Well, as long as you handle it as well as you did in Old Rashengrad, that's not a bad thing, is it? You know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
Okay, so I mean, I'm assuming that since she was really nice, that this guy's probably going to be an asshole, right? That's usually how it works. One of them likes you, one of them hates you.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I beg your pardon?
You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off.
Okay, well, look, if you want to play it like that, as you wish, princess.
Heretics.
Okay, yes, that's always how it is. One of them is mean.
Alright, enough of the chatter. Come here.
Okay.
Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions?
What spores are you talking about exactly?
Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them worsens the arcanist's fever. So, in case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you.
Alright then, let's go.
Good. Stay close to me.
Okay, strange potion added. Okay, super descriptive, and yeah, off we go, I suppose. So, hopefully... are we going, or...? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, yeah, he's just being slow. Hopefully this is not one of those things where I have to stay really close to him in order for it to actually work, but whoa!
But it's too late for that now. Korek would have conquered the city. Instead, you will be ashamed.
No one's... We're not going to talk about that. I guess they didn't hear it, did they? Only me. Okay, hearing voices, fantastic. Great start to the trial, eh? And yeah, ooh, look, ooh, I'll take this if you don't mind. Got some coins in here. Got it's a chest or anything? Yes, there is a chest with some potions. Nice. Listen, guys, this is... Well, I mean, why aren't you looting this? Clearly, no one needs it anymore, so it could be useful.
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
Yeah, look at this cool purple tree. Oh, okay. Purple tree is not friendly.
My brothers and I have seen the border countless many times before. But I bet you know all about the Undercity's rat holes instead.
Damn, okay. This guy is very unpleasant. Very unpleasant. Got some creepy music. We've got quite a lot of locations up ahead, but we'll stay on track for now. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay, it would help if I actually got my proper weapons out,
Prepare
wouldn't it?
yourself.
Prepare myself, yeah, we're good. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, I always forget about the health bars in the top left corner because we don't have companions very often. So, we need to be careful that we don't actually hit our companions by accident because I don't think they'd be very happy about that. We have one more pus beetle somewhere. It's really hard to see them though. Yeah, these guys are not doing that much that much damage, and Dunwar is down, which is yeah, clearly he needs to get off his high horse because yeah, he was the one thinking he's so cool, and now he's the first one that, you know, died in inverted inverted, you know what I mean. Quotation marks, that's the word I was looking for, not question marks. How far is this, by the way?
Do you see that?
Oh, it's
yes,
a guy.
That man. What is he doing?
Chopping wood, maybe?
He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be here. No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready.
Okay, I'm assuming he's probably going to be one of those crazy red madness guys. Master the blood.
I see.
Oh, yes. Much blood.
She's with me now. Forever.
Kirush.
What in? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now. Forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the red madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She wanted to leave me. Just like that.
This is
but now,
whoa!
She will stay. She...
Oh!
By the righteous path! Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you the same thing, damn it! Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malphus, protect us from your cunning. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting...
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do, Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
Does he have anything? He does not. Disappointing. Okay, I mean, you know, he wasn't actually attacking us,
Just
so...
save it.
No, I feel like he was just very much acting very rashly there. There was no need to, you know, there's 4v1, like, I think we were good, you know, but... hey, I mean, I suppose, you know, you could argue that he was protecting us, but, or at least protecting himself. I think that's, a more apt description. This looks like a ritual site to me, with all this purple fire. Well... we're gonna have to, like, do like an obstacle course or something? Is that what's going on here, or... I have no idea what's about to happen, but this is a very pretty place, so...
Here it is. The first foothold. This is where Malphus's vassals erected their first camp, so behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy.
Okay, and we've discovered the ritual site. And we are going to leave this episode here. In the next episode, we will continue to follow. We will do this ritual, hopefully succeed. And yeah, we'll continue with the main quest. Don't know how long we'll stick with the main quest. We'll see. But yeah, we will continue for the next episode or two at least. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like it if you have. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you in the next episode.